Hello, I'm Marc Shaiman.
I'm Scott Wittman.
And you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your weekly cheat sheet for everything Broadway, from belting divas to crazy cat videos. Or, as we like to think of it, a fangirl's best friend. Let's get started with the news. What's the buzz, Ryan?
Jesse Tyler Ferguson is going from modern to classic. The Emmy-nominated Modern Family favorite is coming back to Central Park this summer for his 4th Shakespeare in the Park production. This time out, Ferguson will be playing Dromio opposite Hamish Linklater as Antipholus in the Comedy of Errors. Mitchell, in tights, performing the Bard in Central Park. Cameron would be so proud.
Some things just go together. Peanut butter and jelly, Elphaba and Galinda, and of course, Barry Manilow and Bette Midler. The old Bathhouse Buddies are both back on the boards this season, and rumors are swirling that Barry and the Divine Miss M could reunite at the Tonys. They're on tap to sing a selection of Broadway standards, but we would love a Barry and Bette mashup. What about Copacabana Beneath My Wings?
Could Jane Lynch go from yelling at misfit Glee clubbers to sneaking hooch and scaring an orphan full of little girls? The Glee Emmy winner recently spilled that she was hoping to join the cast of a Broadway musical this summer, and we're thinking she might be replacing Katie Finneran as Annie's comical villain, Miss Hannigan. We can't wait to see you on the boards, Jane. We think you're gonna like it here.
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony winner Rita Moreno is making waves this week for her new memoir, which chronicles steamy details about her love affair with Marlon Brando. The West Side Story star admitted that their bumpy 8-year romance included a lot of cheating, crying, a pregnancy scare, and at least one fling with Elvis Presley to make Brando jealous. Wait, so she was with Elvis and Marlon Brando? Guess we know the real reason why Rita Moreno likes to be in America.
Just before slipping on his tux for this weekend's Oscar ceremony, Les Miserables producer Cameron Mackintosh announced plans to bring the beloved mega musical back to Broadway next year. The newly conceived production is currently touring the US and will land in New York in March 2014. There's no confirmation on casting yet, but give us a call, Cameron. We've got it all worked out.
Hi, this is Lea Salonga, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Thumbs up to Jason Reitman. The Oscar nominee is directing a starry staging of Glengarry Glen Ross in LA, but there's a twist. David Mamet's macho drama will feature an all-female cast, including Catherine O'Hara, Robin Wright, and Allison Janney as the play's foul-mouthed, desperate real estate salesman. Imagine these lovely ladies delivering such classic lines as hooray for gender-bending casting, and hooray for this reading. It sounds amazing.
Thumbs down this week to the producers of The Performers, who didn't let their fall comedy flop run long enough for its stars to be Tony eligible. We're especially feeling it for Ari Graynor, who was a riot as a milfy porn leading lady. If the show had hung on just a little while longer, she would have been a lock for a featured actress nomination. Ari, we think your porn name should have been Tony nominee.
News of that Tony decision regarding The Performers got us thinking of other stars from the fall season who deserve some loving come Tony time. Here's our high five for the week. At number 5 is Carolee Carmello, who tackled the role of evangelist Amy Semple McPherson in Scandalous. The number 4 spot goes to Judith Ivey, whose sly performance in The Heiress almost stole the show from co-stars Jessica Chastain and Dan Stevens. Coming in at number 3 is Tracy Letts, the scariest husband on Broadway, as George in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Our number 2 slot goes to Anthony Warlow as mogul Oliver Warbucks in Annie, the daddy any orphan would adore. And topping our list is Rob McClure, who gave a moving, star-making performance in Chaplin. We'll know this spring if these deserving stars made the cut. Do the right thing, Tony nominators.
Mr. Norm Lewis.
Yeah. I'm Norm Lewis. She said, thank you, worm. La chance. La chance. I don't know. I'm cute. Hell yeah.
Norm.
Yes. Work it out. Ladies, I'm okay in that area, but I hear that it works. Oh, did I say that?
You can just spend every night with Norm Lewis.
Come and be with Norm Lewis.
It's time for Broadway Smackdown, where we ask you to take sides in our burning question of the week. Last week, we asked you, what's the most romantic show in town, Once or The Phantom of the Opera? And coming in with 58% of the votes, you chose The Phantom of the Opera. Now on to this week's matchup. When it comes to what we're streaming on Spotify, we can't get enough of those Smash and Glee covers. Which got us thinking, which musical dramedy is your favorite? Is it Smash, the Broadway soap opera on NBC, or is it Glee, Fox's wacky show choir spectacle? Let us know by tweeting at BroadwayCom with the hashtag #BWaySmackdown, and tune in next week to find out the winner.
Hey, I'm Nick Adams, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
This week's Tweet of the Week comes from Cinderella star Santino Fontana, who recently told Broadway.com he hadn't tweeted yet because he was waiting for the right words. Well, either the right words found him, or his Cinderella co-star Laura Osnes stole his iPhone because just a few days later, he made his Twitter debut with, "Dear Twitter, I didn't want to rush things between us, but task mistress Laura Osnes has forced my hand. Here goes, please be gentle." Well, it's obvious who wears the pants in Cinderella's castle, isn't it? Follow Santino on Twitter at Santino Fontana.
Here at Broadway.com, we are counting down the days until the Oscars. So I headed to the Drama League Gala with Audra McDonald to find out which nominees she and her super talented friends are rooting for. Check out their picks.
Well, I am rooting for Quvenzhané.
You know what? I want that little girl. I can't think of her name.
Quvenzhané.
There you go.
I'm going to have to say Jessica Chastain because I went to school with her.
And of course, I'm rooting for Annie Hathaway.
Denzel, of course. That movie was amazing.
I loved Lincoln.
Silver Linings Playbook. That was my favorite film of the year, by far.
Come on, Mr. Lincoln. He's and plus he has my namesake, or I have his, Daniel Day-Lewis. I think we might be brothers.
Look who's popular now. Our favorite photo of the week is of Dutch actress Willemijn Verkaik celebrating her Broadway debut in Wicked with co-star Ali Mawzy. Willemijn has played Elphaba in 3 languages, and she's obviously thrilled to go green on the Great White Way. Welcome to Broadway.
Speaking of Wicked, our star of the week is Kristin Chenoweth. What we always love about this perky Broadway favorite is her ability to keep us entertained even when she's not in a show. This week, she wowed the crowds at her American Songbook concerts, tweeted her support of New York City's first country music station, and unveiled plans to co-host the official Oscar red carpet pre-show on ABC. We can't wait to see KC fawning over Hollywood's biggest stars. Thanks for keeping it fun, Kristin. For that, you're our star of the week.
Thanks for tuning in to the Broadway.com show this week. We'll leave you with my visit to open auditions at Breakfast at Tiffany's, where we got frisky with some Broadway hopefuls who just happen to be cats. See you next time.
What is jellicle? I don't know what that means. Have you ever been near a hot tin roof? Hot or not? Garfield. Hello Kitty. Mr. Jinx from Meet the Parents? Obscure?